thing to do, and all the stories that I got from that period of time, there are no blood and guts in the stories anywhere, and I'm glad I didn't have to experience that. So, WB8BMW from KB8LJ, back to net.
Yeah, the same way with me. I was in Korea where there's a lot of that, but I got there just after everything settled. Still a little bit of stuff, but I didn't see any of it, which I'm thankful for that. All right, I don't know if Wes is sitting out there in the parking lot waiting for the doors to open, but Wes, I talked to you the other day. I want to say good morning if you're out there. And I got 30 seconds before I turn it over to Fred here, so I'll go ahead and get him in here so that he can start straightening up the mess I made. WA8KOC, WB8BMW. Well, I got them up and running around, Fred, so now all you got to do is count heads and calm them down. And it is 7 o'clock. WB8BMW, over to you, Fred.
Hey now, it's the Barometer Net, brought to you on Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's W8WKY repeater. I'm calling CQ for our Barometer Net this morning, Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 edition of Net. Frequency for this repeater is 147 Mark 390 megahertz. CTCSS code for the repeater is 114 Mark 8. It's a controlled net. All traffic should pass through net control. Emergency traffic may break in as required. This is the 10-year-old in the 70-year-old's body, and I don't understand how this happened. But anyway, I'm glad to be with you folks this morning. WA8KOC here. I'm going to throw it back to our Sergeant at Arms and see what's new with him. Jim, good morning. How are you? WB8BMW, WA8KOC.
Well, I'm tired, old, fat, ugly, and broke. But I'm still vertical. And having a ball, you know. The only exercise I get is running to and from the porcelain idol. And wherever I go, I smell like Bengay. But I get exercise rubbing it on. So I guess I'm all right, you know. And, well, I'll back on out of here before I tell a lie, but I want to say good morning to Randy in the brake truck if you're out there this morning drinking cold milk and donut sticks or something that A1C that my insulin, I don't want to have to jump up my insulin to a quart every time I put in a shot, you know, to cover up the bacon-flavored oatmeal and the donut sticks. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Fred, before I stretch things way out of shape. WB8BMW. Everybody stay safe, stay well. Back to net.
James, you always do such a fine job with the pre-net, wrangling everybody up. I know you enjoy getting to say good morning to everyone that comes in to talk to you. It's a pleasure, isn't it? Take good care of yourself. Give our best to Judy. Avoid those frying pans because they can pretty much really fool with your noggin. And we'll talk to you in the near future. Good morning to all. Any stations who are short time, mobile, or outlanders, you can give me a call. I'd like to talk to you. WA8KOC for the Barometer Net.
Victor, Mike, 8, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Stu, Sherman, Ohio, Mobile.
KE8OWX, Mobile.
This is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima, Golf, KD8, SLG, Nick, down the farm, short time.
KE8OWX, Mobile.
Here is KE8AX, portable pedestrian.
We just had a double. I caught Wendy KJX. It was an in and out station. Could you please re-identify for me? Didn't hear who the voice was.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Foxtrot Charlie, ran in Drumsville, in and out.
Alpha Delta 8 Papa Juliet 88PJ Al in Solon. I'll be in and out this morning.
Kilo Delta 8, Hotel Alpha Golf, KD8HAG, Tim, mobile, on my way to work. I'll be in and out.
Okay, I don't think I missed anybody in this round. At least I hope I didn't. KD8VMM, W8STU, K8OWX times 2, KD8SLG short time, K8JAX, KF8CFC, 88PJ, and KD8HAG. CFC, PJ, and HAG were all in and out. Randy, Al, Jim, thanks for being here with us. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Be safe. Did I miss anybody? Hearing nothing, I got a short timer in here. KD8SLG, WA8KOC, just Nick. How you doing, pal?
WA8KOC, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Fred and all the Barometer Netizens. Gotta hit the road and get back here in time for the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. 1 o'clock, Dustin's got the first hour, Nancy's got the second. We'll be linked up. Always a good time. And you got the Beacon Net tonight at 10 o'clock, early check-in, start at 9:30. Hope to see and hear a bunch of you later on today. Thanks, Fred. Got to run. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Pleasure to have you in here with us this morning, Nick. Stay safe. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy the SuperNet Wednesday. Talk to you soon. 7-3. KD8VMM, my buddy Brian's out there. Brian, good morning. How's your morning going?
W8WKY.
Hey, good morning, Fred. Everything's good here. Busy driving to Akron, but everything's moving up to speed. 38 degrees this morning, and I keep getting into a little bit of a real fine mist. So, overcast skies, and see what happens today. So, it's supposed to be in the 40s, I guess. So, low 40s. I don't have any snow in the yard, so it all melted. So it stayed above freezing all night, and I didn't have anything when I pulled in yesterday evening. So have a good one. Talk to you next week, and be safe out there. K8VMM, and I'll be clear.
Warming trend occurring the next couple days. I think they said 50 degrees for a high Friday. I'm going to be out on my e-bike pedaling my tail off. But, yeah, not too bad. Thomas says he's got a little bit of, I thought he said he had a little bit of light sprinkles too, maybe not. But whatever you do, Brian, you stay safe on the roads. I'll look forward to next week. You take good care of yourself, pal. Always good to hear from you. W8STU Mobile. Good morning, Stu.
Good morning, Fred, and the rest of the net. As usual on southbound Auburn Road, and just past one vehicle accident. Police, fire, rescue are there. And they drugged us by, so that's good. I hope they're okay. But we have light rain this morning. It's 36 degrees. And out here in Chardon, it looks like they have about at least 6 inches of snow still here. And, well, what is today, Wednesday? Happy hump day, I guess. We're getting closer to Friday. With that, I'll say 73, Big A8 to the ladies, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. The best to you.
inches of snow still. That's the snow belt out there. It is quite the area to live in. Very beautiful area, but lots of snow. Drive safe. Stu, you have a good day. Wonderful Wednesday to you. We'll talk to you next time. 7-3. KE8OWX, my pal Thomas is with us too. Morning, Thomas. How are you doing? WA8KOC for the net.
Hey, good morning, Fred. I'm doing just fine. If I can get a couple shorter days, that'd be nice. But we're almost to the office. I'm drinking my coffee, so you have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll talk to you next week. KE8OWX.
Thanks for being here, Thomas. Appreciate the check-in. Whatever you do, you try and make it a wonderful Wednesday on your end. Be nice to have a shorter day. I imagine you can get a little bit of work done at home or spend some time with the family. But, yeah, just be safe. I look forward to next week, pal. Take good care of yourself, 7-3. KAJAX, Miss Wendy, it's good to hear you. How are you and Rod and Lucy doing? Over to you.
Well, good morning there, Fred, and everyone else on the net. This is KAJAX, and WAJAX is waving at us. And we have 33 degrees down here in Jacksonville this morning, so it's pretty cold. Yeah, but we still have our winter coats and things, so we can bundle up. And I think the ducks are getting a little cold there in the pond, but we're headed up to 67 today, so it'll be warming up. And glad to hear you back on the radio, and we'll keep praying that they can correct that fibrillation there for you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll turn it back to you there. This is KAJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All right, Wendy. Thank you for taking the time to check in with us this morning. Give Rod a hug for me. Let him know I'm thinking of him. I'm glad you guys are going to get up in the mid-60s, upper 60s today. Sounds like a nice day. And I think it takes an awful lot for the ducks down there to feel cold. But whatever you do, be safe. I'll look forward to the next time we chat. 7-3. As I said, KF8CFC Randy, 88PJL, and KD8HAG Tim, we're all in and out. Gentlemen, if you're still listening, a wonderful Wednesday to you also. Anyone else for the Barometer Net, I'm still here.
Kilo Charlie 8 November Oscar Victor, KC8 NOV Marty Mobile in and out.
KC8 FQV Mark up in Aurora, Fred.
Hey, Fred, this is Mark, WB6DJN in Tennessee. Here for weather, WB6DJN.
Please copy November 7, Victor Alpha November, and 7 VAN, Brian Mobile. I'll be in and out today, Fred, 73.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Kilo Oscar, KAQKO, Aiken Akron, Mobile.
Checking in.
This is Kilo Julia 5 Delta India Tango. This is Matthew Widegaffey saying good morning. November 8th, Yankee Mike Yankee N8 YMY John Waynesburg will be in and out. 7-3, Fred.
WA8 KOC, this is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Quebec X-Ray KE8 VQX Joe in Akron.
KC1 BQF Paul in Maine.
WA8 KOC in the net, Whiskey 8 Tango Delta, John in Wadsworth.
Kilo Delta 8, Quebec Mike Papa, KD8QMP, Thomas, Olmsted Township, in and out this morning, Fred. Everybody have a great day, 73, KD8QMP.
Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango.
Kilo Juliet 5, Romeo Tango, James, in and out.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
Kilo Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, KE8, IB John, Mobile.
Kilo Charlie 8 Golf Whiskey KC8 GW Greg Wadsworth in and out.
Pretty good list of check-ins here I'm going to give you guys. So I got any corrections or additions, let me know afterward. KC8NOV, KC8FQV, W6BJN, N7VAN, Mobile in and out, gotcha Brian, KE8QKO, N8JKO, I believe I heard Joe in there, KJ5DIT, N8YMY, John, I got you marked in and out, thanks for being here with us this morning, 73, KE8VQX, KC1VQS, W8TD, KD8QMP, Thomas over in Olmsted Township was also in and out, thanks for being here, Thomas. KA8MNT, KJ5JT, I think that was it, KJ5JT, in and out. Perhaps if it's wrong, he'll correct me. KF8ERZ, KE8UIB Mobile, and KC8GW, Greg over in Wadsworth was in and out. Additions or corrections?
It was KJ5 Romeo Tango, James Mableville, in and out.
KJ5RT, my apologies. I got you marked in and out. Thanks for being here with us. I'm going to get back to these mobiles so I don't lose them. KE8UIB, Johnny, you're up. Good morning. Glad to hear you this morning. How are you doing?
W8WKY.
WA88KOC from KA8UIB. Good morning, Fred, everybody out there on the net. And Fred, would you please approx the NKF8DTP? Miss Lori's here with me driving this morning. She'll say hello real quick.
Good morning, Ned.
All right, we are doing the Slowly Drive here from Massillon to Hartville. She is working with me today, and we are still in the Massillon area here. Just stopped, got a cup of coffee, and we're traveling on. And it is a beautiful Ohio fall day. It's a little chilly, but hey, we will take it. And with that, just want to say thank you for running the net, Fred. This is KA8UIB living the $5 dream a nickel at a time with KF8DTP 7-3, y'all.
KE8UIB and KF8DTP, John, Lori, thanks for being in here with us this morning and sharing some time. Kind of interesting to share a ride to work together, huh? Glad you guys are here with us. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Don't work too hard. Be safe. I'll look forward to next time. 7-3. The only other mobile that I thought I had in here was Brian, N7VAN, and he was in and out. Brian, if you're still listening, have a good one. KC8NOV, Marty, I didn't hear you say in and out. Maybe I missed that. Still here?
I want to say good morning, everyone. Everyone that I was just driving saying, yeah, I was in and out, but I'll say good morning, everybody. And everybody have a good day. KC8NOV, Mobile.
Affirmative, Marty. Thanks for that. Thanks for coming back and saying hello. Appreciate it. Wonderful Wednesday to you, buddy. Stay safe. Talk to you next time. KC8FQV, WA8KOC.
Fred, yeah, it was 39 when I got up at 6:30. Now it's 38. Yeah, Fred out in Oklahoma. Yeah, warmer than they were down in Florida. But now it's the same. But yeah, you did a heck of a job pulling them. Well, there was not a lot of static today. It was pretty low, clear. So that does help. So apparently the bands must be being pretty good. Remember, the 015 must have gotten maybe dried out a little bit, because yesterday it was a little bit of a noise at the 015 at times up there on 600 feet up there on the tower. But yeah, everything else is going good. Did a lot of good nets last night. Even remembered to get my once a month, the second Tuesday, they do a diabetes. They have a Facebook page, American Diabetes Association. They have a live feed on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I remember that. I remembered an RV net that I just picked up recently. They do a Zoom session on Tuesday. Yeah, I added a lot of the holiday parties into my calendar. So, yeah, it's getting that time of year. So, everything else is going good. So, you know, you're doing an excellent job getting all of them called. And even though, like Marty said, oh, I'm just in and out, it's great that he just comes back and says, hey, good morning, you know. That's all we, you know, really, you know, I mean, not all we need. I mean, we like to hear everyone, you know. Let them know everyone's busy, and, you know, and you never know when and what you're driving into, if you're going to be able to grab the mic or if you have to concentrate on the driving. So we'll send it back to net control, KCFQV.
Thanks for the check-in, Mark. Glad to know the 015 machines sound a little better this morning. You take care. Have a wonderful Wednesday, 7-3. WB6BJN, Mark, good morning. Good to hear you. How's everything with you down there in Tennessee? WA8KOC.
Hey, good morning, Fred. Everything is great with me down here. We're warming up. Yay. It's going to be warmer. And in fact, I think it's going to be warmer for everybody. I can safely say that this cold snap, this current cold snap that we've had even in the Midwest, eventually in Florida. I know I heard a couple out this morning got their jackets on. Yes, you will be last to get the warming. That'll start for you guys really in earnest tomorrow. But for today, still below average. Let me do my conditions here. 30.11.1 and rising. 43.7 degrees. Feels like 41. Yesterday, we had a 22.2, and we're at 43.7 this morning. So we're over 20 degrees warmer this morning than we were yesterday. Humidity 66%, pretty dry. Wind is out of the southwest, 2 gusting to 10. Peak wind 8.5. No rain today. No rain until maybe the weekend. For parts of the Midwest, the same situation is true. For you guys in Florida, it's going to be dry. It's going to be warmer in the 70s and probably the 80s by the weekend. Overnight lows getting back up into the 60s, and maybe even low 70s in places. To the Midwest, 60s, maybe they even say that around Chicago by the weekend it could make a run at 70 degrees. Places further north a little bit cooler, and then there's another system due in for next week. There's a big system going to develop in California, and that's the one that could move into the Midwest. Everything moves from west to east, but it is kind of a cutoff low, so exactly when it will happen next week is still up in the air because of its slow, erratic movement. So, but no real cold Arctic air for the short and for the longer term right now. And let's see, the tropics are all clear, and nothing going on in the tropics. And so that's about it right now. We'll keep you posted on the weather that's coming up for the weekend and also in the first of next week. It really doesn't look too bad for the weekend in the middle part of the nation, and in the east it's going to be more comfortable. Warmer days and even warmer nights. Fred, back to you. is WB6BJN. Back to you, sir.
Mark, thanks for the check-in and that awesome report you just gave. Do appreciate that. Kind of nice to know what's coming at us. I know they say somewhere around 50-something this Friday here in Akron. And that means I'm going to be able to bundle up a little bit and get out on my e-bike and get some exercise. And that's something I'm really looking forward to. Take good care of yourself, Mark. Enjoy your net coming up. I think it's 7:45 our time. Have a good one. Be safe. Talk to you soon. KE8QKO, Nick. How are you, pal? It's good to hear you this morning. Everything okay on your end?
KE8QKO. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, everyone. Yes, sir. It's kind of, just taking the, I can't talk yet. I barely had my coffee. Just taking the boy to school. Hearing about his day and something about 6 and 7 people laughing, that kind of thing. That's it. I just kind of waking up and saying good morning. Back to you, Fred. KE8QKO.
Glad to hear you this morning, Nick. Thank you for taking the time to check in with us. Do appreciate it. Whatever you do, you have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm probably going to hear you on some nets later on this evening. But be safe. Enjoy the day. We'll talk to you soon. 7-3. NHJKO. Joe, good morning. That I could hear of the transmission because it was a double. Sounded a lot better than yesterday morning. Throwing it over to you, WA8KOC.
W8WKY.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is NHJKO. Yes, counting our blessings. Reception up here on the 015 seems to be much better. So just counting our blessings. Anyway, we've got 38 degrees here, cloudy in the beautiful North Coast in Willoughby, Ohio. And for the day today, it's going to be kind of busy. I got an online meeting with an association that I'm a part of. But I'm going to try to squeeze in a little POTA hunting. And also, maybe I'll be lucky enough to get the last day for one of the special event stations. Keeping my fingers crossed. Then later on, planning a nice dinner with the XYL. So yes, it will be a full day. With that, I will send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless, and 7-3. NHJKO, back to Net Control.
Boy, sounding like your old self again, Joe. Thanks for being here with us this morning. Good to hear from you. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. Enjoy the POTA if you can get to it. That'll be fun. And, just take good care of yourself. We'll say 7-3 and talk again real soon. KJ5DIT WA8KOC. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. I'm waking up a little one, which is the same note. She's being sweet about it. It's going to be a nice morning, a little warmer, enjoyable day. Got to make my run today, so I'm going to be kind of busy. But thank you for all being there. 73.
All right, Matthew. Appreciate you joining in with us this morning. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful Wednesday out there in Arkadelphia. Stay safe. Talk to you next time. 7-3. N8YMY. John over in Waynesburg was in and out. John, if you're still listening, have a good one. KE8VQX. Morning, Joe. How are things with you?
WA8KOC, this is KE8VQX. Morning, Fred, and everyone on the Barometer Net. It's going well, Fred. Managed to get up and walk to the radio, get some tea in me. Probably get a little more tea in me. Man, I got to get ready to go to work again. I've been on vacation for a week and a half and haven't gone anywhere. I leave on Friday, so I got to get my charts all updated and catch up with what's been going on at work. That's one of the great things about this job is when you're gone, you're gone. You don't even think about it until you have to go back again. Other people have jobs where the work piles up while they're gone. Again, I'm thankful I've got this one. Something I've always wanted to do. Fun net last night. It's fun. Phil asking what everyone's first car was. That was a good time. Anyway, I'll give it back to you, Fred. This is K8VQX. Back to WA8KOC and net control.
Mr. Weatherby, I'm going to say that Phil always does a great job when he has control of the nets. I know he had to get up at 4 a.m. this morning and get out of here and travel for work. But yeah, that was a good net and a good question. I don't think anybody could forget what their first car was. You take good care of yourself. Try and have a nice day. Enjoy it. I don't know if you got the DMR programmed or not, but hopefully you did. If not, you got probably another 38 hours, 40 hours before you have to worry about taking off. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. Always good to hear from you. 7-3. KC1 VQS. Good morning, Paul. How are you? How's the puppy? How's your wife? And how's life up in Enfield? Over to you.
Well, good morning, Fred, and everyone on the net. We're all doing fine. My wife got off to work on time this morning, and we've had like an inch of snow overnight, wet, sticky snow. So it's on the trees, and it's covering the ground. And she reported to me some slick roads on the way to work. And they had sanded the road here in town as she was leaving. So, yeah, the conditions are coming. I think we got some of the snow you guys got the other day. But up to 40 today, it will most likely be gone by nightfall. And the puppy, oh my goodness, how fun to watch her first encounter with snow. When I took her out this morning to do her business, she just didn't know what to make of that. And it was just very entertaining to sit there and watch her reaction to the whole thing. And then she wanted to play in it. And then she got to racing around and slid across our deck and just stopped and looked kind of bewildered, like what's going on. It was fun, that first encounter. But anyway, that's what I have here. We're supposed to have a sunny day, cool, chilly, but sunny. And I think that's all I have today. We're doing fine here, and we'll get another cup of coffee and continue on listening to the net. So I hope you have a good day, Fred, and everyone else. 7-3. This is KC1BQS. Back to net.
Paul, damn glad to talk to you this morning. Sorry that your wife had to face those kinds of driving conditions, but it's not a lot of snow, so it probably shouldn't be too bad. And I agree, puppies, young puppies, born in the year earlier than winter, they take a second gander when they walk out and they go, whoa, what is this? We have Aussie doodles here. You kind of have to get them understanding about stuff. You got to socialize them. You got to walk them on different kinds of pavement and roads and grass. They are weird about differences, but yeah, pretty cool. Enjoy the pup. Enjoy your day. Hopefully your wife remains safe on the roads. We'll talk to you next time, Paul. 7-3. W8TD, WA8KOC. Good morning, John.
Well, good morning. WA8KOC in the net, W8TD. Nothing important to report around here, really. Didn't feel up to working yesterday, so I spent the day playing with radios and antennas, and that was fun in the office. Indoor antennas in a plaster and lath house, which is essentially a cage. But, yeah, that was entertaining and somewhat encouraging. I think the Meg Loop antenna is actually going to work. It was why I got it was I wanted to find out if a mag loop antenna would work. I've never had a good feeling about them due to extremely low radiation resistance and extremely low efficiencies. But hey, something else to try, right? We're experiencing an absurdly high K sub P index. What's that? That's an indication of how energetically the solar wind is interacting with the Earth's magnetic field. It is a predictor of aurora borealis activity. K sub P indices of 4 or better are reasonably encouraging for the possibility of seeing aurora. It is on the order of 8 right now, which is it doesn't get higher than 8. 8's the top. So it's ridiculously high right now. And of course, being in Ohio, solid cloud cover, so nobody's seeing anything. Let me reset. It's going to reduce throughout the day. However, reducing from 8, it's still going to be high. It's going to be very high tonight. Over 5, probably 6. Meaning the chances of aurora tonight are very, very good for our region. Except, of course, we're in Ohio, and at least for Wadsworth, cloud cover isn't supposed to lift until around 4 a.m. And I know that hams don't worry too much about cloud cover, but if you want to know a reasonably reliable prediction of cloud cover for your location, cleardarksky.com. One word, cleardarksky.com. Attila Danko runs the website, and astronomers rely on it. It's the Bible. And that's how I know that it's going to clear up around 4 a.m. tomorrow, at which time the K sub P index will probably have settled down and no aurora. But let me reset. Somewhere between K sub P going down and the cloud cover going down, there might be some opportunities in the wee hours for tomorrow night. There would have been some opportunities like through the night here, but it's Ohio, so clouds. So anyway, people curious about the aurora need to keep track of the K sub P index, which is published on a million websites, including spaceweather.com. And there are plenty of free apps you can put in your phone to track K sub P. And cleardarksky.com is the only reliable cloud cover indicator I've ever seen. So between the two, you could keep an eye on aurora if you wanted to. W8KOC in the group, W8TD.
All right, John. Well, thanks for giving us the name of that website. Just put it in the computer. Be able to look at it a little bit later on, I think. But do appreciate that, and yeah, the auroras are pretty cool. Pretty cool. My wife being French Canadian from way, 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 way up north in Canada, she was used to seeing them all the time when she was younger, and she moved overseas and she missed it. So I think she came back partly for that. Take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. Enjoy. We'll talk to you soon at 7-3. KD8QMP, Thomas out in Olmsted Township was in and out. Thomas, if you're still listening, have a wonderful Wednesday. And the other Thomas, Mr. Archer, KA8MNT, I'm going to hand it over to you for some humor. I'm looking forward to it, buddy. How are you doing this morning? WA8KOC for the net.
WA8KOC, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Fred, and everybody else that is on the net this morning. Well, it's getting light out there, and we've had wind gusts up this morning from 1 to 6 mile an hour out there this morning, so it's been kind of windy out. We still have a lot of leaves on the trees down this way, and it looks like the wind's going to try to knock them off today, but I don't know, there's a lot there that are still green, so I doubt that it's going to accomplish its goal. But we are starting today off with 40 degrees, and I said we've had wind gusts up to 6 miles an hour and no rain, and the barometer's at 29.79. Today's high is supposed to be 48, cloudy with a 4% chance of rain. So that's what we're looking at for today, at least down here. Let's see. Our grandson last night met up with Linda's son-in-law, and they're headed back to Arizona. The grandson's has got a job lined up, and he's gonna go out there to stay for a good while, I guess. So they're driving back, and the last time we checked, about 4 o'clock this morning, they were near Indianapolis. So hopefully they get back down into near Phoenix safely. As far as Linda goes, of course, she's doing her favorite thing. She's sawing logs, and I have to borrow the neighbor's yard to start storing them now. So I have to let him use some, I guess. So we'll go from there. That's enough of me ranting and mumbling around, so I'm going to grab a quick nickel. KA8MNT back. A couple in their 90s are both having trouble remembering things. Well, at a checkup, the doctor says they're physically fine, but should start writing things down. Well, that night while watching TV, the husband asked, "Do you want anything while I'm in the kitchen?" And the wife looks at him and says, "Well, give me a bowl of ice cream." And he says, "Sure." Then she says, "Strawberries on top, please." Then she says, "And whipped cream. Don't forget that," she insists. "Maybe you should write it down." He looked at her a little irritated and says, "I don't need to write it down. Ice cream with strawberries and whipped cream. I got it." Well, 20 minutes later, he returns with a plate of bacon and eggs. And she looks at the plate and said, "So where's my toast?" With that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8 Mike, November Tango, turning everything back over to the Wednesday Wonder, WA8KOC.
Tom, God bless you for your humor. You know, as we get older, get up in our 60s and 70s, I think that forgetting things, it happens. I play this games on the internet. Lumosity is the name of the stuff. And, track my abilities, getting better, getting worse. And memory issues are not something to joke about, unless it's like the joke you just told. You stay safe. Our best to you and Linda, and hopefully everything goes okay with the fellows as they travel toward out west. Take good care of yourself, Tom. 7-3. Talk to you soon. KJ5RT, Jim out in Mapleville, Arkansas, was in and out. Jim, if you're still listening, have a good one. Carry us all up to you now. KF8 ERZ WA8 KOC. Good morning.
Good morning, Fred. This is KF8ERZ. Good morning to everybody on the net. Thank you for taking my check-in. We had quite a list coming in there. It's good to hear that many right from the start. And I've been up for a little while, so I got to tune in and listen to the pre-net there and hear everybody start the conversation early this morning, so I've certainly enjoyed that. But just getting ready to start my day, get some things done here. Going to fix me a first cup of coffee soon, and always look forward to that. It's kind of cool this morning, not as cold as it has been. We got 34 degrees here in West Virginia, but that's an improvement from my 27 I had yesterday morning. But anyway, just want to wish everyone a wonderful Wednesday, and hope everyone has a great week. And with that, I'll just say 73s and God bless. This is KF80RZ.
Terry, glad to have you aboard this morning. Thanks for taking the time to check in with us and listening along. I know that Jim enjoys talking to folks before we actually start the net. Does a wonderful job of rounding everybody up and getting to say hello. Whatever you do, you take good care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. Stay safe. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. 7-3. I think that takes care of everything so far. I'm going to give a call to a friend of mine and make sure I get him in here if he's available. Pops, are you there? K8AGW from WA8KOC and the Barometer Net. What do you say?
Yes, I am. Very good morning, everybody, from K8AGW, and I'm also working on my nice brewed warm coffee here, and have the heat vent turned on here, and it's nice and comfortable. So I'm having a comfortable morning, and Mama Fran rolled out of bed also, and I can hear the pitter-patter of her feet up there, so she's doing well. And so thanks for the call there, Fred, and you be careful riding that bike, and don't try to overexert yourself. You just ride with ease and enjoy the ride. That's what I always say. So, but hey, everybody have a wonderful Wednesday, and stay safe out there, and stay dry and stay well. So, we don't like to hear folks under the weather, so we got to be above the weather. And my daughter says that down in South Carolina, it had freeze warnings down there the other day. It got down 30, so I told her, why didn't she stay up here? It might be a little warmer, so I think we're a little bit warmer up here than they are in Florida. So with that, everybody have a wonderful Wednesday, and thanks for the call there, Fred, and everybody have a good day. With that, 73 from K8AGW, and send them back to net control.
All right, Pops, it's good to hear from you, as always. I don't know if you were listening when Wendy came in this morning from down in Jacksonville, but she said her and Rod are a little chilly this morning. I think she said it's going to get up to 67 for a high down there, and a little cool for Florida. But I'm sure things will warm up. It's going to warm up around here through the week, so take good care of yourself. Our best to you and Mama Fran. Stay safe. I'll look forward to next time. 7-3, Pops. Anyone else for the Barometer Net, WA8KOC, looking for check-ins?
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, KE8, VOX, Scott Vermillion.
Copy, TXX Mobile, in and out. Have a good one, Fred.
November 8, Whiskey Sugar, Bill in New London.
Key 8 Lima United Tango, Tom in Berlin Center.
Tom, can I get your call again? The first part of it was chopped off, please.
Roger, it's Whiskey 8 Lima United Tango, and we're in Berlin Center.
Got it that time. Anyone else?
Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, the Oz, Pegs, Oklahoma.
KF8ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach in Dalton, Mobile.
November 8, Bravo Alpha Yankee N8BAY,
Ralph in Stowe. In and out this morning, Fred.
WA8KOC, K4OG. Good morning, Fred.
November 8, Whiskey Hotel Romeo, N8WHR Mobile in Medina, in and out.
Alrighty then, I think we had some collisions. I'm going to give you guys who I got in succession of when I heard you. K4OG, KE8VOX, WA8GXX, Tom was mobile, in and out. Thanks for checking in, Tom. N8WS, W8LUT, Berlin Center. KI5OZZ, Ms. Nancy, KF8ELA, Zach. N8BAY, Ralph, I got you marked in and out. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. And N8WHR was mobile, in and out also. Who did I miss?
AF8CLO, Mark Mobile.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth.
Alrighty then. I had KF8CLO and KF6POE. I'm going to get on to the mobiles here before I miss them. Actually, I'm not too sure, but W8LUT may have been mobile. Take it away.
Morning, everybody. First time check-in from Berlin Center, and no, I'm not mobile. I just wanted to wish good morning to everybody, and you guys have a fun net here. First time checking in, and first time listening also. So I'll be riding along on the side. W8LUT Berlin Center out here by Berlin Lake.
And Tom, congratulations for joining in on the Barometer Net this morning. Glad to have you. You're number 35 on the list this morning. We usually have somewhere between 40 and 60 check-ins each morning. So you're right up there toward the top. Take good care of yourself. Drop back and spend some time with us whenever you care to. We're here Monday through Saturday starting at 7 a.m. going till whenever. We've also got our weekly net. You may have heard it last night. Starts at 8 p.m. every Tuesday evening. Multiple NCOs with trivia, and it's a lot of fun. And this is what we call SuperNet Wednesday. We have a morning net this morning. This afternoon, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we've got the Boredom Breaker net, and that goes for 2 hours, linked up on this repeater. And then we've got the Beacon net this evening, early check-ins 9:30, regular check-ins at 10. Big net day here. So drop back, spend some time with us when you care to. 7-3, we'll talk to you soon. KF8CLO, WA8KOC, Mark, how are you?
Good morning. Just sitting in Chesterland again this morning, waiting for the boss to get done with his paperwork so we can run around and check all the jobs. Nothing really spectacular going on. Snow's melting a little bit, getting warmer by the minute, so hopefully I can finish hooking up my antenna and getting everything working. I tried to get it on Sunday, but it didn't work out, so 73 is all, and back to net must go.
All right, Mark, appreciate the check-in. Wait patiently for the boss, I guess, and enjoy your your Wednesday morning. Hopefully you've got coffee to keep you awake and on the go. We'll look forward to talking to you next time. 7-3, buddy. Back up to the top portion of this list, K4OG Mark. Good morning. I hope things are going well for you. It's all yours. WA8KOC for the net.
WA8KOC. Good morning, Fred and everyone. Yeah, it's going great here, Fred. I remembered to pre-start the car this morning, so it was all nice and toasty. Steering wheel was warm, seats was warm. So Chalk one up for the memory on that one today. I looked out last night to look at the aurora, and of course, like John said, it was cloudy. I looked out this morning to see the aurora, and of course, like John said, it was cloudy. But thank you, John, for the website. Now I can look and see if it's cloudy without sticking my head out. Enjoying the net, Fred. You guys have a great day. Thank you for all you do. K4OG, back to Fred.
You know, I don't know how the other NCOs feel, but if I didn't get to do this Tuesdays and Wednesdays and spend some time with my friends chatting, it would be sorely missed. And it was good of John to give us that website. I called it up. It's quite interesting. You take good care of yourself, Mark. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. KE8VOX, Scott, good morning. It's great to hear you with us this morning. Everything okay on your end?
Good morning, Fred. Good morning to all the listeners. This is KE8VOX, Scott, up here on the shores of Lake Erie. Well, I've had better mornings there, Fred. I've been running WSPR on the rig and watching on the ham clock, and my ham clock disappeared. So I tried to reboot it, and now I don't get nothing. So this must be the week for me at least that stuff breaks down for me, because I still haven't got my weather station going either. Probably won't, but otherwise, weather-wise, it's doing a lot better. Can't tell you how windy it is, but the wind's definitely let up compared to what it was, and the lake's starting to calm down. We probably got 2-footers out at the lake, and lake temperature is 48.4, so down below 50. It gets a little chilly now up here, but otherwise, not bad. Had a great time at family lunch yesterday. There was 9 of us, and had a good time and a good meal, and came home. Was going to take a little nap, and got company, and didn't get the nap until late. And I napped so hard that I missed a 10-meter net. I missed a club meter net. Woke up in time to hear the Big Cheese signing off. He was having some conversation up there on the 390. It was 11:34, and the Big Cheese and Junior Cheese, I think, both signed off, and played radio for a little bit, then went back to bed. So that's how my day's been going, Fred. Not bad. Can't really complain. But thanks for doing the net, Fred. Thanks for getting me in. And everybody have a great day. This is KE8VOX, sending it back to net control.
Scott, always a pleasure to hear from you. I'm glad that everything is going okay. Sounds like it was a wonderful, enjoyable family lunch yesterday. You can't beat it with a stick. I think you'll be fine. But whatever you do, you have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. Stay safe, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time. I'm going to preempt things here because I know I've got a guy coming in here who's going to give one heck of a weather report, and I want to beat him to it. Sorry, Bill. Information from WACTM Carries weather station over here in Long Lake, Borders Lakes around the corner from me. 38.5 degrees currently, 31.6 for the dew point. Winds out of the south at 1.8 mile per hour. Gusts expected of 8 miles per hour later today. 29.77 on the barometer, 76% humidity. Sunrise 7:11, sunset 5:11. Gas in this area of Akron, Circle K over on East Avenue, $2.81 a gallon. Arco over on East Avenue, $3.09 a gallon. BP up here at the corner of Waterloo and Manchester, $3.09 a gallon. And Marathon over on East Avenue, $3.09 a gallon. No reports from Akron Food Mart because they always charge about $500 more per gallon than everybody else. Bill, are you ready? Are you ready, my friend? NAWS, the National Weather Service. WA8KOC. Good morning.
WAA-KOC in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Fred. I'm ready. Good morning, all in net. Air quality index this morning is 33. That's in the good range. My sunrise 7:12. My sunset 5:14. Length of day 10 hours 1 minute. 36 degrees this morning. Humidity 70%. Wind southwest at 10. Barometer 2977. Dew point 27 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Wind chill 29 degrees. Prediction for today, mostly the high near 45. West winds 14 to 17 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 33 miles an hour. Solar flux indices of 168, sunspot number 146, A is 7, K is 7. Geomagnetic field is severe storm. No E-skip predicted. I've checked the bands. They're dead as a doornail this morning. Tropo is at a 0. SpaceWeather.com. Severe geomagnetic storm. A severe G4 geomagnetic storm is underway following the early arrival of 2 CMEs on November 11th. Auroras have been photographed in the USA as far south as Florida, Texas, Arizona, and Alabama. If it is dark where you live, go out and look for more geomagnetic glow. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. Under real-time Aurora photo gallery, a ground level event is underway. Yesterday's X5 class solar storm from sunset 4274 hurled a fusillade of energetic protons toward Earth. Good article. It's a little bit long. Shows a couple of good pictures too. Yeah, I don't know how they can actually see them, but they can. Anyway, that's it for me, Fred. Everyone have a great rest of the week. We'll catch up tomorrow if we can. WAA-KOC in the group. 7-3, everyone. N8WS.
Bill, your transmission was totally intelligible and copyable, but you sound different for some reason. Just don't sound like yourself. Kind of like echoey or like talking in a tin can. Not your normal, beautiful voice, but we'll take it. Thanks for being here with us. Appreciate it. You take care of yourself. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Our best to Ms. Judy. You always give a great report, and I want to thank you for that. 7-3, my friend. We already spoke to Tom, W8LUT. Ms. Nancy, it's all yours. KI5OZZ from WA8KOC and the Barometer Net. Good morning.
WA8KOC and the rest of the Barometer Netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ. And may I say, Fred, you sound absolutely fantastic this morning. So it sounds like you're feeling a little bit better. But I'm always, as always, in a race with the 8-ball, and I think I'm ahead of it at the moment. Got some running around to do before the net, so we'll see where I'm at by net time this afternoon. Hope to hear you on there, as well as many of my other Ohio Hamleys. So I'll turn it back over to you, and thanks for doing the net. Doing great as always. KI5OZZ 7-3.
Hey, Nancy, thanks for taking the time to check in this morning. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still in AFib, but can't even tell about that. But, we'll look forward to chatting with you a little bit later on this afternoon. And hopefully you'll get all the running around done that you need to prior to that time coming about. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday out there in Pegs. Stay safe. We'll look forward to the next time we chat. 7-3. KF8ELA, good morning, Zach. It's all yours. It's good to have you in here with us this morning.
WAA-KOC and the net. This is KF8. KF8ELA. Good morning, everyone. I'm definitely looking forward to some warmer weather here, hopefully towards the end of the week. I decided not to fire up the wood burner outside, and so we've just been running the propane in the furnace, and I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. I've burned through quite a bit of propane already in these last couple of weeks here. I maybe should have fired up that wood burner, but we'll see if that warmer weather comes through for me and get a couple more weeks out of it. And anyway, well, that's all I've got this morning. I just wanted to say good morning and hello to everyone, and we'll send it back your way, Fred. This is KF8ELA.
Zach, thanks for taking the time to check in with us this morning. Glad to hear from you. And I know that the propane has to be a little bit expensive, and burning through a lot of it all at once, I don't know if it's quite as efficient as natural gas or fuel oil. I know I had fuel oil when I was younger out in LaGrange when I lived out there. Beautiful home. Didn't mind the fuel oil. Some people don't like it, but I never had a problem with it. Anyway, whatever you do, hope the weather warms up and you're able to milk a little bit more time out. I know that we're scheduled to get some 50-degree weather here this weekend, so things are looking up, buddy. Take good care of yourself, 7-3. We'll talk to you soon. As far as the rest of the list goes, I'm down to the last one to check in at number 41 so far. KF6 POB, Brother Christian, good morning. Glad to hear from you. I hope everything's well on your end. WA8 KOC.
W8WKY.
Brother Fred. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, POE. Yeah, I was going to be in and out, but then I left the room right in time to not hear that website that TD had mentioned, so if you could mention that again when I clear, I'll write it down. All I heard was, cool website, Aurora's, and I came back in the room and it wasn't mentioned again. And I went, I think I walked away at the moment I wanted to hear something interesting. So, should be a good day. I have the day off, so that means I'm going to be working for free, running errands, and going to take the car in and such. But we'll get some other fun stuff done around the homestead here. With that, I'll pass it back to Net Control and get my pencil ready to find out what that website was. 73, everyone. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth.
Christian, always a pleasure to say good morning to you. I don't know where Brother Craig took off to this morning. I haven't heard from Brother Phil, AA8CT and KE8YUQ. But we've got you and I in here, and if you're ready, sharpen that pencil up. It is cleardarksky.com. Cleardarksky.com, all one word. And John swears by it. He says it's the most reliable and accurate, efficient website he's found. So it could be a help, a benefit. Like somebody else said along the way, that'll save them from walking out to see what's going on. They can just sit down at the computer and get the gist of what's going on. ClearDarkSky.com. Take good care of yourself, Christian. We'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. 7-3 to you. That is the bottom of the list so far. Next check-in to check in, we'll get number 42, which is actually a very special thing. 42 is the answer to life, the universe, and everything, according to the powers that be here at Silvercreek. So, taking more check-ins for the Barometer Net. Good morning, everybody. WA8 KOC.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8 HRF, Josh Mobile.
KD8JZE, Kilo Delta 8, Juliet Zulu Echo, Carmelo Medina in and out.
YUQ. KF8EOG, Leroy, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Oscar Golf. In and out.
Well, currently we beat yesterday's check-in list by one. I copied W8HRF number 42, Josh. What do you say, buddy? Good to hear you. KD8JZE, Carmelo over in Medina was in and out. Thanks, Carm. KD8YUQ, Phil, I've got you, brother Phil. And KF8EOG, Pete out in Leroy was in and out. Up to our mobile, W8HRF, WA8KOC. Congrats on number 42, pal.
WA8KOC, WA8HRF. Good morning, Fred. Thank you for number 42. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Anyways, I just wanted to check in and say good morning to everybody. And it feels a little warmer than yesterday. I got 39 degrees today, so that's kind of cool. Got outside last night and got a little work done in the yard, which was cool. And just cleaning up around, so that was nice. So, anyways, that's all I got. I actually have to run back in the house, and I forgot my phone, so I'm going to be back on the road in a minute. Back to you, Fred. 7-3 all, W8HRF.
Josh, always a pleasure to hear from you. Run back in, get the phone, you'll be fine. And thank you for checking in with us this morning. Hopefully you'll have a wonderful Wednesday on your end. 7-3. KE8YUQ. Phil, good morning. How's it going, brother? Over to you. WA8KOC for the net.
Hello, Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. Doing good here. Sitting in our morning room, drinking some coffee, and earlier I saw going across a cornfield a bald eagle with a rabbit or something in its talons. It was pretty wild. And everyone's about the northern lights. Last time we saw them, we couldn't see them really that good, but we took pictures of them. Well, with the iPhone, the northern lights jumped out, bright and whatever. I wonder if that'll work with the cloud cover too. But it really went from barely seeing them to seeing them like you would not believe. With that, hopefully spend some time with my wife today and enjoy this nice weather. So with that, back to you. Oh, and Christian, at some point I want to get with you. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee from Quebec.
We should choose maybe a simplex frequency, and Brother Craig, Brother Phil, you and I meet up and invite some others who are Masonic brethren. You take care of yourself, Phil. Have a great day, a wonderful Wednesday. You know, you're talking about seeing the bald eagle. It's so cool to see eagles now in this area. And when I was younger, back in the 80s, I had the pleasure of working with a falconer out in Grafton, Ohio. A very good friend of mine named Chuck Hudson. And he would take birds of prey that were injured from the Lorain County Metro Park system and nurse them back to health. And I got to hold American kestrel falcons, the little ones you see on the wires up on the telephone lines. I got to hold red-tailed hawks, great-horned owls. It was really cool, red-shouldered hawk. And you have to wear welding gloves so they don't puncture your skin, but their talons are sharp, so size of an eagle, take an awful large animal away. Take care of yourself. We will look forward to talking to you soon, Phil 7-3. Bottom list so far with KF8EOG at the bottom. Pete, in and out. Any other stations for the Barometer Net? I got plenty of lines to fill yet. WA8KOC here.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8BZA, Eric in Strongsville. In and out today, Fred. 73, everyone.
Comment, please.
Take it away, John.
Yeah, thanks. Things are slowing down a little here, so probably not being too disruptive. I just want to mention that the cleardarksky.com is used by astronomers everywhere. I don't know anybody who doesn't use it. And yeah, it tells you whether it's cloudy or not, which you could also tell by sticking your head out the window. But what's crucial is it tells you whether it's going to be cloudy tomorrow night or not. so you can plan your observations accordingly. So that's the magic of it. There's nothing else that predicts cloud cover that I'm aware of. And as far as hams are concerned, we don't care about clouds except aurora. So it tells you. And the answer to the question is, yeah, when there's clouds, you don't see it. I talk about the aurora a lot on my trips, and been to Alaska twice this year with crowds of passengers clamoring to know when they're going to see the aurora, and the answer in both cases was, we're not, because there's clouds, and you can't see through clouds. So that's the end of that. And regarding the camera question, yeah. When you can't see the aurora, it's because your eyes are not properly dark adapted, so you're not running at maximum sensitivity, and you can't see dim things. Your camera doesn't dark adapt; it can always see dim things. So that's one reason. The other thing is, sometimes you'll see the aurora, but you won't see colors. Aurora is supposed to be red and green and purple. And, well, yellow, except yellow isn't real. Yellow is just red and green mixed. But red and green and purple are legitimate aurora colors. But if your eyes were dark adapted, they would be in monochrome mode, and you can't see color when your eyes are in maximum sensitivity dark mode. And again, the camera doesn't care, it always sees color. So if you see aurora, but the colors are disappointing, grab your camera, it'll be a spectacular, and it'll be full color. Thanks a lot. Delete QOC in the group, delete TD.
Okay, John. It would take me some time to sit down and start concentrating and learning how to use the graph on clear, dark sky, but it definitely is cool, and looking forward to getting involved with it a little bit more later on. Thanks for those explanations. You take care. Wonderful Wednesday to you, pal. I did copy Eric, KE8VZA. He was in and out. Eric, thanks for checking in. I had your call sign written down already, expecting you to check in. He was number 46 on the list. Anyone else for the Barometer Net? My clock says 8:16 a.m. The Barometer Net comes to you Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m., going till whenever. Dave, NTAD, takes Mondays. I take Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Thursdays and Fridays are taken as NCO AA8CS Club President Gary. Saturdays are either Stefan, NAWB, Phil, K8PMI, or a net control operator to be announced. We're happy to have everybody join in with us and enjoy a little bit of amateur radio. I'm going to make this last call so I can throw it over to Kerry if he's available. Last call for the Barometer Net, folks.
WAAKOC, Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Lima Alpha.
Neil, my buddy Neil, good morning. What are you doing up so early? We're glad you're here with us. I'm going to throw it over to you, and then after you're done, I'll see if there's anybody else before we hand it out to Kerry. Good to hear you this morning, Neil. How are things in Brewster?
Things is wonderful, Fred. I just rolled out of bed about 10 minutes ago and haven't taken my shower yet, and I heard you on, and I thought I'd better check in. I don't know what number I am, but I'm number 80 on the year list. I gotta go take my driver's test. I'm worried about that. I'll be stuck if I flunk it. Anyhow, it's good to hear you on, my friend. I hope to see you at the meeting. I'm going to try to bring a buddy of mine along with me, so 73, thanks for running the net and all you do for the club. WD8LLA, back to net control.
Neil, my buddy, I'm going to level with you. I'm selfish. I don't do anything for the club. I do this for the betterment of amateur radio and my enjoyment. shower when you get to it. Thanks for taking the time to check in with us. Always great to hear you, bud. And I hope that you have a wonderful Wednesday down there in Brewster. And I know that if you bring a friend to the meeting, it will be enjoyed, for sure. You're number 47 on our list this morning. Take care, Neil. 7-3. Last call for the Barometer Net, and Kerry comes in next. Hearing no takers. W8CTM, the infamous closer of the Barometer Net. My friend Kerry, can I call you in here to assist me in closing this thing up, wrapping it up with the ribbons on it? You'll be number 48 this morning. Over to you, Kerry, if you're here.
Good morning, Fred, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Bit cloudy out there, but, oh well, it's that time of year where the skies are mostly cloudy. It seems like, anyhow, in the fall time. In the winter, we have a lot of gray skies there. Anyway, really don't have anything this morning, Fred. It's, just another wonderful day to be alive, I guess you can put it that way. It's just I don't know what I'm going to do today. I gotta wait for a package. You know, when it's a UPS and they make me sign for the package, and I have to be here, but they give you a 4-hour window of when they'll be here, and it's usually in the last half of the 4 hours before they show up. But anyway, that's the way it works with UPS. Anyway, that's about all I have this morning, and hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do there. Put a smile on somebody's face. You and they both will appreciate it. So with that, I'll say 73. This is W8CTM, Kerry at Portage Lakes. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday, and hopefully the rest of the week goes well for everybody out there. With that, we'll turn it back to WA8KOC, and Fred, you can wrap it up. Great net there, and I think we're within one number of what we were yesterday, so that's just a great net when we get in the high 40s there, and it's even just a little bit better when we hit 55. But those days are not that common. They're fairly rare. So that's 73 all, and back to you, Fred, to wrap it up, buddy. Everybody have a great day.
Kerry, W8CTM, is our constantly loyal assistant at the end of the nets here, helping us wrap things up and being our closer. Kerry, thank you for that. Appreciate it. I hope your Wednesday is wonderful for you. And I'd not like to thank Kerry for just being here as our closer and helping us, but I really do want to thank him for suggesting we perform a random act of kindness for others to make everybody's life more pleasant. I'd like to thank not just Kerry, but all stations that checked in with us this morning. Amateur radio is a fabulous opportunity to gain new friends, get a chance to chat on the air, learn, enjoy each other's company. It's just fantastic. And hopefully we'll get some more new blood in. Not that we haven't had quite a bit of new blood so far. NAWB, Steph in the lead for our VE team, they have licensed an awful lot of amateurs in the recent past. Really great cast of characters, quote unquote. But if you would like to get a license, to those of you who are listening on scanners or Broadcastfire or whatever, if you'd like to get a license and come and join us, you can go to w8wky.org. That's our club website. Under the far right education tab, you can drop down and find VE test sessions coming up in the future. And NAWB and his team will assist you in getting licensed, taking the test. And believe me, if I can do it, anybody can. A lot of fun. Going to take just a quick pause for time. Appreciating and recognizing those who started this net off many, many years ago, 35 years ago, I think. Garlock, K-A-B-Y-R, Dorothy W-B-H-A-T-W, and Tom, K-A-D-S-D. And we enjoy this net. We really do. We're carrying on. Also, recognition to our net control emeritus, Ron, KD8CVS, who handled this net all by himself Monday through Saturday for multiple years. Everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. Remember, the Board and Breaker net here this afternoon starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It goes for 2 hours. We link up to the N5XQK system out in Oklahoma. And also, 9:30 a.m. early check-ins for the Beacon net this evening. And 10 p.m. is regular check-ins, fun, camaraderie, trivia. It's a wonderful time. I'm going to go ahead and return the repeater back to normal amateur use at the hour of 8:24 a.m. with 48 check-ins. Kerry, you were number 48. Yesterday we had 44. 7-3 all, WA8, KOC, clear.
W8, WKY.
You still listening, Fred? W8TD.
Yes, sir. I have not turned the radio off yet, John.
Okay, well, if you decide to try to form some activity on a simplex channel for Lodge of Brethren, you can count me in as a member of the local Blue Lodge.
Excellent. Excellent. We'll try and do that. We'll pick a simplex frequency that is up in the higher realm of VHF, and we'll try and get that done. Maybe like a Saturday morning after this net closes or something like that would be a good time. I don't know. But yes, I will definitely take that into consideration and mark it on my notes here. Thanks, brother. I'll let you go, and I'll talk to you soon. WATD, WA8, KOC.
73, Fred. Thanks for an enjoyable net. WATD, clear.
Hey, Fred and everyone. That was a beautiful flight that was this morning. Not a very rough ride at all. KCF QV.